لك الحمد يا الله والشكر سرمدا هديت إلينا الإيمان منك تفضلا وأنزلت قرآنا وأرسلت أحمدا عليه صلاة الله ما شكره على وناديت اللهم يا خير سامع أعذنا من التسميع قولا ومفعلا ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ولي المؤمنين ونشهد أن سيدنا ونبينا وعظيمنا وحبيبنا وقائدنا وقدوتنا وأسوتنا محمد رسول الله صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه ورضي الله تعالى عن السادات التابعين والعلماء العاملين والأئمة الأربعة المجتهدين ومقلديهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. Amma ba'du, listeners, you are on to Armed Forces Radio 107.7 FM and you are listening to Friday Sermon. My name is Muhammad Nuru Khalid. I am going to present to you today a very important topic which, many people see at one of the root causes of insurgency, banditry, and other menace of our society. I'm talking about poverty. Because of the increasing rate of poverty and higher level of inflation, I was thinking of what to do. I remember I've written a book about poverty reduction, yet to be published. Therefore, I think of reviewing it and presenting it to you so that we benefit from it. Poverty has been identified as one of the factors responsible for insurgency and radicalism. Majority of the radical fighters and fundamentalists are poor citizens who have become desperate in life. They lack access to education, skill acquisition, and proper orientation. Government, societies, and religious bodies, although doing their best, have a long way to move in reducing poverty on the youth if really we want to bring an end to the menace of insecurity. To make move in giving my humble positive contribution in the vein of tackling radicalism from the religious point of view and dealing with poverty and its causes, I shall be discussing with you what is poverty, what are its types, causes, effect, and remedy. The word poverty comes from Old French or Modern French, then from Latin word of pauper, which is poor. There are several definitions of poverty depending on the context of the situation it's placed in and the views of the person giving the definition. But let's take the United Nations definition of poverty. You know, United Nations is a body of nations and have met moves to analyze the concept as fundamentally poverty is the inability of getting choices and opportunities, a violation of human dignity. It means lack of basic capacity to participate effectively in society. It means not having enough to feed and clothe a family, not having a school or clinic to go to, not having the land on which to grow one's food or a job to earn one's living, not having access to credit. It means insecurity, powerlessness, and exclusion of individuals, households, and communities. It means susceptibility to violence, and it often implies living in marginal or fragile environments without access to clean water or sanitation. Now, you can see the important words there are inability, lack of choice, lack of opportunities, lack of dignity. So, inability of choice or opportunity or lack of dignity is rendering man to be inhuman or to be dehumanized. Now, let's look at the definition of the World Bank. According to the World Bank, poverty is pronounced deprivation in well-being and comprises many diminutions. It includes low incomes and the inability to acquire the basic goods and services necessary for survival with dignity. Poverty also encompasses low levels of health and education, poor access to clean water and sanitation, inadequate physical security, lack of voice, and insufficient capacity and opportunity to better one's life. Now, this is the definition of the World Bank, and it is not far away from that of the United Nations. There are commonalities between them, between the two definitions, especially in areas of inability and lack of dignity. Now, having seen the definition of the world organizations, let's look at Islam and see what does Islam look at, how does Islam look at poverty? Starting from low incomes. But let's start with a hadith in which the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Al-malu salihu lil-mar'i, ni'mal malu salihu lil-mar'i salihi. Good wealth is good in the hand of righteous person. decent wealth is very good in the hands of a righteous person. This is to say, there is a reasonable consideration of wealth in Islam. Islam viewed wealth as very important thing in life. In another hadith, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, يَقُولُ ابْنُ آدَمَ مَالِي مَالِي وَهَلْ لَكَ مِنْ مَالِكَ إِلَّا مَا أَكَلْتَ فَأَقَمْتَ فأفنيت أو لبست فأبليت أو تصدقت فأمضيت. The son of Adam says, my wealth, my wealth. But do you get anything for benefit from your wealth except for that which you ate and digested? Or that which you clothe yourself with and you wore it out? Or that which you gave as charity and you've spent it? This shows the importance of wealth in life and how to utilize it. But to give out wealth as charity could clothe oneself and eat to live, one must work to reduce his poverty. That is to say, if Islam encourages you to have wealth, then by implication it encourages you to work hard to reduce your poverty. Many Muslims today don't understand the importance of reducing their level of poverty, and many reasons or many factors are responsible for that. Some Muslims think that it is enough for you to believe in Allah and therefore He has designed everything for you. Whether you work or not, you are going to be there. But this is in contrast to the teaching of Islam. Because to give out wealth as charity or clothe yourself and eat to live, you must work hard so that you will reduce your poverty, which according to Copenhagen Declaration is of two types. Poverty according to Copenhagen Declaration is of two types. There is what they call absolute and relative poverty. There is absolute poverty and there is relative poverty. Absolute poverty is a condition. Absolute poverty is a condition characterized by severe deprivation of basic human needs, including food, safe drinking water, sanitation facilities, health, shelter, education, and information. So if there is absence of these basic human needs, absence of food, safe drinking water, sanitation, health, shelter, education, and information. If any of these are missing or all, then you are living in an abject or absolute poverty. It depends not only on income, but also on access to social services. mean, abject poverty depends not only on income, but on social services. The term absolute poverty is sometimes synonymously referred to as extreme poverty. Poverty is usually measured as either absolute or relative. Let's look at what the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam views or viewed absolute poverty. And we can do so by understanding the constant prayer he used to pray. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-faqri wal-qillati wal-dhillati wa a'udhu bika min an adlama aw udlam. Meaning, O Allah, verily I seek refuge with you from poverty, shortage, and dishonored. And I seek refuge with you from cheating or being cheated. Now, look at this prayer. Try to understand it very well. The first thing he used to ask Allah to prevent him from is poverty. The next to poverty, shortage, low income, or demands more than income. When you have low income, you are in trouble. And when you have a very high income, but your demands, life demands, are higher than your income, no matter how big the income is, you are in trouble. And that is why the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam always ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to prevent him from poverty and shortage. And the next thing is dishonor. He asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not to be dishonored, because when there is poverty, there is no honor. But when you have what to eat, you have what to clothe yourself, you have shelter, you have the basic need of life, basic necessity of life, you will be honored. And that is why he asks for, Allah to prevent him from dishonor and cheating. Even if you are poor, even if you are living in abject poverty, do not cheat somebody. Because poverty is not an excuse for you to become menace to the society, for you to kill, for you to destroy, for you to steal, for you to cheat, for you to do anything bad. You have no excuse of poverty. You have to work and reduce that poverty or the pain of poverty. Therefore, absolute poverty refers to a set of standard which is consistent over time and between countries. First introduced in 1990, the dollar a day poverty line. In 1990, it was introduced that whoever is not earning $1 per day is living in an abject poverty. Therefore, the World Bank defined the new international poverty line as $1.25. $1.25 according to the World Bank a day. If you are not earning $1.25 a day, you are living in an abject poverty. That was the definition of the World Bank about 8 years or 18 years ago, that's in 2005, but have been updated later. Absolute poverty, extreme poverty, or abject poverty is a condition characterized by severe deprivation of basic human needs, including food, safe drinking water, sanitation, facilities, health, shelter, education, and information. It depends not only on income but also on access to services. The term absolute poverty, when used in this fashion, is usually synonymous with extreme poverty. Robert McNamara, the former president of the World Bank, described absolute or extreme poverty as a condition so limited by malnutrition, illiteracy, diseases, squalid surroundings, high infant mortality, and low life expectancy as to be beneath any responsible definition of human decency. Now you can see that abject poverty is all about living under the line of human dignity, living under the line of basic necessity. And that is why the Prophet ﷺ always prayed against poverty and shortage. According to Chenan Rebellion, about 1.76 billion people in developing world lived above 1.25 per day, $1.25 per day, and 1.9 billion people lived below 1.25 per day in 1981. So you see, it is an old issue. But let's look at relative poverty. Relative poverty views poverty as socially defined, dependent on social context. Hence, relative poverty is a measure of income inequality. Usually, relative poverty is measured as the percentage of population with the income less than some fixed proportion of medium income. Now, there are many factors that are responsible for poverty. There are many aspects to look at if we are to consider what is relative and what is abject poverty. But there are ways that Islam recommended in fighting poverty or reducing poverty. There is the individual level way of reducing poverty, and there is family level. Then you come to societal level. In the individual level, we have the effort that Islam obliged every person to work and earn his living. No one is expected to stay behind and live at the expense of other people. No one is expected to be consuming without producing. There are many verses of the Quran and many ahadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that are encouraging Muslims to work hard to earn their own livelihood. What we are having today is a lot of beggars from within the Muslim communities going around to beg. And there are many reasons that we have that is saying no to begging in a direct and indirect ways. Therefore, we must understand the issue of poverty reduction from all its dimensions, from the individual dimension, which is more important, the family dimension, and the societal dimension, including the efforts of governments to reduce poverty. When we come next week, inshallah, we are going to look at one of the reasons why poverty is becoming persistent in societies. Then we look at how to deal with those factors that are making poverty to be persistent in the society, before we look at ways of tackling poverty as given by Islam and other experts in the world. We are going to take a very short break, and when we come back, inshallah, we shall be interacting with you. Don't go away. Well done. Okay. Thank you. I'm ready. Welcome back. In case you are just joining, the program is Friday Sermon on Armed Forces Radio 107.7 FM. And the topic of discussion is poverty reduction. I remain Muhammad Nuru Khalid, and it is time for you to talk to me. Why can't you dial 0909-7529699? Again, 0909-7529699, or 0806 395 3643. I repeat, 08063 96 3643. I repeat, 080 6396 3643, 09097529699, or 08063963643. Thank you for staying tuned, and thank you for trying to call. Remember, we were discussing poverty, and we have said that there are many factors that are responsible for being poor, and you must work hard to reduce poverty. Poverty is one of the problems we are facing in our societies, although it's a global phenomena, but it has roots in many developing countries, and we have seen that it is responsible, is one of the factors responsible for having insecurity in our societies. We also see the importance of wealth according to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ni'mal malu salih fi yadi abdin salih, or lil abdi salih. Nice is a decent wealth in the position of a righteous person. This shows the importance of wealth. And we have seen that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam constantly prayed against poverty, saying, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-faqri wal-qillati wal-dhillati. That, oh Allah, I'm praying, asking for refuge against poverty, shortage, and dishonor. The numbers are 0909 7529 699 or 0806. Okay, someone is there. Hello? Sorry, we miss you. Please, if we miss you, try and call back. Okay, he's calling back. Naam. Hello? Alaykum assalam.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm good, sir. Happy Friday, sir.
Thank you very much. Same to you. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Malam, my name is Sani Musa. I'm calling you from Kurudu, Abuja.
Okay, Malam Sani Musa from Kurudu. How is Kurudu this afternoon?
Kurudu is good, very good, sir. Almighty Allah.
Alhamdulillah. What is your contribution today?
The thing that you are discussing always very important in the society.
Okay.
Which is poverty.
Yeah.
This topic it is a very great topic that people should understand, because the situation where we found ourselves today is very critical.
Of course. Hello? Sorry, we miss you. The network is becoming stubborn. Oh. But you can call the other line 0909752999. Don't go away. We are hearing from our friend from Kurudu, who said the topic is very important these days. But unfortunately, we miss him because of some technical issues from our phone. But you can use this line 0909752999. And as he said, things are difficult nowadays, and that is what made the topic of our discussion very relevant: poverty reduction. We want to emphasize that there is no way out of poverty except if we understand the importance of trying to reduce that poverty at individual level, at family level, at society level, and we at the end look at the efforts of the government and the societies in reducing poverty. We have only some few minutes to go, therefore we are expecting only to receive one call, if there is any. And the numbers are 090975296999. I repeat, 090975296999. Okay. Naam. Alaykum assalam.
My name is Suleiman Abdullahi.
Suleiman Abdullahi, calling from where?
I'm calling from Turkey.
Kepi. So how are you doing?
From Nasarawa State. Fine, sir.
Kepi from Nasarawa State.
Yes.
Okay, may Allah give us Nasara.
Yes, Allah.
What is your contribution this afternoon?
My contribution is, I want to ask, is it possible that citizens, Muslims, take some steps if it requires that if it is seen that a poverty at a larger scale has been contributed by the leadership of a particular community or country?
Come again, please.
Is it Islamic for Muslims to take some steps in order to change leadership if it is believed that the poverty in the land is largely contributed by the style of leadership or government?
If using the democratic way that brings the government in, and to remove that government because its style is not befitting to the community, to the society, and it's not solving their problems, there is no harm in it Islamically. Using the democratic way of changing leadership, the way that
the democratic way is not possible.
Why is it not possible? All the governments that have been changed in Nigeria and worldwide were changed with the exception of very few, were changed democratically. Why is it not possible in Nigeria to change government democratically? So I think we have no any other way. Islamically.
We are still in some countries now in recent times where some group of Muslims have violently taken over the government.
Islam is against violence, please. Islam is against use of violence except in self-protection, self-defense, and it is constitutionally agreed in Nigeria that you can depend in self-defense, you can use force. But any other...
What about the Islamic revolutions that we had in the past, during the ancient days? When the unity and the teachings of Allah have been brought through some form of revolution?
I don't understand which one you are talking about. Which particular revolution are you talking about?
We have heard of some jihad that have taken place.
You need to define what is jihad. You need to define what is jihad, and you have to do it contextually within the true definition, the proper definition, because we have many people using the word jihad to destroy our societies today. A best example is the Boko Haram. They use the word jihad, but they destroyed our society. I mean, they are destroying part of our country. So I want you to be very careful when using the word jihad. Are you there? Thank you very much. And that's the last we can take. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.